I wanted to talk and walk. I've actually recorded all this once and it blipped off. So I'm going to be more careful, first of all, where I put my feet, but also make sure it doesn't go off, because I feel that this is really critically important for those who are part of the compilation of creation now occurring. Yesterday, we had to wait 5 hours for Jackie to get in. Celine had come to pick me up. And so we did what we've done so many times before. We got in the car and wandered. Then we took a hike and walked what's now a golf course. But golf courses in Ireland aren't your typical golf courses. They're part of beautiful forestry and lands. And this is what I do to become one with creation. So then we had some time, so I told her that I've been getting these phenomenons where I get very full. So do you, by the way. And I just need to close my eyes for a moment to become able to take in the particle waves, energy fields, the energetic information that is occurring. And when I closed my eyes, something happened that was so notable. And the easiest way to say it is incomprehensible, which is this phenomenon of so above, so below that is occurring. Well, what happened is I particleized, even in my mind, the mind of my neural pathways, of my neuroplasticity. Plasticity became part of a larger field of creation, where a very large, complex phenomenon of creation was occurring. And I was so excited, because I've known for thousands of years that there would be a time where the larger fields of creation that once carried the consciousness of this planet and carried the consciousness of the forms of this planet lived in unity, oneness, and wholeness with one another. And I'm fine if other people want to say that they caused it or they made it happen, because to some extent we are bonding with it and we are doing what's ours to do. But many of us are, some in ways they don't even know, and some in ways that are conscious, like the people that I interact with, that have their own followings and their own students and their own people. But the idea that we are one is quite a reality during this time. And I want to sit down here and talk so I can watch the video and make sure that I don't blip out. So what I was present to, the best way I can say it, is I was in an intelligence, not a being, an intelligence that I was part of, and that I think that I was created by and formed by, to be quite honest, beyond my human segment. And it was fascinating and beautiful, because I could tell the occurring of this weekend was being formulated by streams of intelligence that were able now to come into the earth and cradle her in her forms into a consciousness that she was originally formed by, and us being her forms have in the material of our bodies, the neuroplasticity of our brain, the energy fields of our access points to our being, which is a vibrational field, not a personality, although it can be formulated and should be formulated into personality because it needs to have a way to track things and move with things here. So I was so thrilled that this weekend that had been called by the phenomenon of creation, that I was in its activity. I was in the mind of it, and I watched it use the meandering that Celine and I had done to find an anchor point for here in the Earth geographical playing field, for this large, imagine a spiral, multiple spirals weaving together and finding a woven thread of many braids of thread to weave together to come down into a point of time. And what was particularly phenomenal was that I felt it weave all the way down to the moment of time that we were in, where Celine was walking back to the car, but she wasn't a person. She's like what you see in sci-fi films, like an energy field that was weaving itself into the playing field and the playing forms, which is those of us this weekend, of creation that was occurring. And just as she got to the car, I felt everything weave to a meta point, a point in time and space that made the rest of this period of time, and we'll check on Monday, part of a greater whole, which was what I was after and why I came, and why I think that we have 12 people that came, because 12 is a very significant number in the playing field. So that's what I wanted to report on in this We Are One and So Below. And now the wind is telling me it is time to walk again. Namaste.